What's going on, man? Welcome to the Shooter Show. I'm Kyrie
What up?
Terrell.
And I'm Vernon Ray. You already know what's going on, man.
Listen, man, the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize to everybody that was checking out the Shooter Show, looking for the Shooter Show to come back. I just want to explain to y'all the reason the Shooter Show has taken so long to come back.
Don't listen to this, brother.
It's Vernon Ray.
Listen, don't listen to her, man. I don't even want to hear all of that. We are here today, and it's about to be going on today.
I'm
the
keeping
Shooter
it
Show
with y'all.
But no, forget all
Where
that,
you
man.
been?
Talk to me off camera.
Where you been, Vern?
Listen, I've been working, man.
Okay.
I've been working. Talk to me off camera.
All right.
Try to make me sweat and embarrass me on camera.
I missed you on camera, man.
It's all good. I miss you in real life and on camera too, man. Good to see you again, brother.
Good to see you, baby. Good to see you.
We here.
Hey, listen, on the Shooter Show, this is what we're going to talk about, man. We're going to talk about some of our trials and tribulations
Indeed.
as videographers, photographers. I don't take photos, though. He's the photo one.
I do both.
I'm all video, filmmaking, and all of that. But Vern, get busy. We're going to give y'all some tips and tricks.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Some tools of the trades, right? Some stories, whether they be good stories or bad stories.
We got plenty of stories
that y'all can learn from. I got one right off the rip. And then we also going to be selling stuff, man. I'm gonna sell this today.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna sell this, but the end of the show.
Yeah, I think you
know
should
what
post
I'm
a
saying?
picture of it later, maybe.
Maybe I might
maybe
throw
like
it on my IG
put it in
or
there,
something like that.
Yeah,
we gonna tell y'all how much it is, man. So
that should look like a crutch. It just looks
Vern,
like a crutch.
how did you start?
Oh man, how did I start?
How did you get started because you started photography first,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
came over to video side.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did you get started in photography, man? What made you want to?
I'm an artist from the jump. Creatively, like, I always needed a way to express myself, you know what I mean? And photography came about because I just thought, I thought having photography, look at me. Remember the first time we went to the interview? When I say photography.
On a 2 on live show?
Yeah, remember that? I was messing that joint up. What did I say multiple times?
I don't remember, but
it was hilarious.
It was bad.
Yeah, that was a story. That's another story. But I started in 2008, and it was just an opportunity for me to be able to express myself creatively. I couldn't get a regular job. I just came home from prison, and everything was just rough back then. And the only thing that I can count on was just my God-given talent. And it just took everything in me to really figure out this is what I want to do. I just had to make the decision, and everything else was a lot easier from there, man.
Facts.
Regardless of the support that you might get, and a lot of us probably deal with that now when we chasing a dream.
That's a fact.
It's really, really hard to get the support necessary to really to get that step forward that you need to solidify yourself as a professional in a certain field, especially as an entrepreneur. But once I got started, it was really up from there. I know this is like the short, sweet version of the story, but it was up from there. The first thing that I was able to get involved with was I remember working for Philly Bread Magazine. You ever heard of that?
Philly Bread?
Yeah, Philly Bread Magazine. Shout out to J Street. You know what I'm saying? I think you still owe me some money, bro. But yeah, shout out to J Street though, man, just for giving me an opportunity to do what I was learning to love at the time. Right. It wasn't instant love. It was more of a hustle for me, a survival technique, a thing to be able to put some kind of food on the table for my boy.
You had to find something to do.
Yeah, man. It was a lot going on back then. And one thing I could say is I was introduced to a world that I didn't even know exists, man. Just this world of entertainment outside of seeing it on TV.
Right. To
be able to see it in that capacity and really be a part of history as time was going forward, man, was a blessing. That's how I met you too. So.
Right. And I come from that. I come from the other side of the entertainment side, and just picking up a camera to really give myself some of the opportunities that I felt like I deserved. But it's funny because we both, I think both of how we started is rooted in survival. Yeah. I know I always tell people that the camera saved my life. I'm sure you've said that a time or two as well. But
without a doubt.
With me, it was really the fact that working a 9 to 5 was just not fulfilling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would go on auditions, and I was trying to be an actor. A lot of people don't know this about me. The reason I picked up a camera, because I'm transitioning now into filmmaking. But the reason I ever picked up a camera was to do what I'm doing now, which is filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Work Bay on Tubi. Shout out to Money Lovers.
Shout out to Money Lovers. Shout out to Work Bay.
Listen, man. Shot a whole movie with me.
Listen, man. Listen, shout out to you for put me. Listen,
you already know.
In a situation to be able.
Yeah, you
you
dodged that pause.
Yeah.
I see.
I wasn't gonna say put me in a position to receive. Whoa,
he paused dodging.
That'd be crazy. But thank you.
But yeah, that's why I ever picked up a camera. But what happened with me was I got good at videography. I got great at videography, and I just kept getting hired to do video jobs. And I literally was on a 10-year hiatus from why I even picked a camera up. A good hiatus. I was making money. Yeah. I was making connections. Yeah. I was meeting good people. But when the pandemic hit, I was like, yo, it's now or never. I got to write some movies. I got to direct. I got to get out here and get busy. So, you know, that's the short part of my story.
But I got to say this, though. I just want to add this part, man. Just meeting you, knowing you all these years, but seeing you back then, man, I got to say you was one of the most focused dudes I've ever met. Hence the name Focus Studios.
Right.
But when I remember just seeing you in the club, and I talk about this all the time, man. He would hold the monopie up in the air. I never seen nobody do no balancing act like that.
This was that shot right there.
This dude was fresh out the circus.
Right.
All you see is the little shirt and his arms up in the air. Tight. He just losing circulation, but it was smooth shot. When you see the shot, you like, yo, this dude, how did he even get that?
Listen, man, because they don't know. This is what people don't know.
Trendsetter.
When I started, wasn't no gimbal.
Right.
A gimbal?
Well, gimbal you could afford because
I remember when the movie came out.
Oh, okay, all right.
I remember when it came out. It was $30,000.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
Like, damn, I'm never getting a gimbal.
That's how I felt when I started.
$30,000.
Yeah,
but now you get a gimbal for $200.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Wasn't no gimbal, but the shots I was getting.
Yeah,
right. And this is another thing people don't understand. My thing was I was gonna find a way to be better than everybody. Right. So one of the reasons why I got into calisthenics was so that I could learn how my body could learn how my wrists and my back and my arms and all of that could work in unison. Right. So that I could hold that monopie in most positions that's uncomfortable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. I'll never forget we did used to be called the Roxy. I think it's what is it now? Roar.
Yeah,
I
Roar.
think.
Yeah.
So I did an event there. I'm up in the rafters. I'm up high as you could go in the club. And I take my monopie and I just extend it far as it goes. It's probably go like 10 feet. And I do this sweeping shot with that Joan. Like, and it's all back, shoulders, and wrists.
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
I do this sweeping shot with the Joan. Wow. I'm pulling it back out the rafter, Joan. I'm pushing it back through, coming down. That shit looks cinematic as shit. It's crazy. I still go back and look at the shot now.
Sound kinky, bro.
I'm pulling it in. I'm pulling it out, putting it back. It's going up and down, side to side. Yo,
sound like a slaying.
If I show you this, John, you gonna know somebody shot it with a gimbal. Yeah. Wasn't no gimbal.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just a mentality you used to see me with. Was like, yo, I'm gonna be better than everybody.
Yeah.
I was determined to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Like when I first saw that monopie and I saw what you was doing with it, it was an aspiration for me. Like not an inspiration. I aspired to get one. I was like,
me one.
I'm gonna get me one. And I remember paying like $400 something for the joint.
Yeah.
I said, bro, this was a little whip, a little car payment or something. That's how I felt in my head.
And that's
like, this is
bro,
crazy.
These dudes and young ladies getting into videography and photography
today,
now.
Oh my god.
Oh, y'all spoiled.
Y'all got it easy, man.
Y'all got cheap stuff that actually work.
Yeah.
We couldn't find some stuff
and they can get hand-me-down stuff, bro.
Like I'm about to sell them this.
Oh my goodness. And that was
whole gym.
That was that work
for it. I'm sell this at the end of the show. You know what I'm saying?
That was that work, man.
Listen, man.
To the highest bidder, of course.
It's crazy how far technology and items that you could purchase have come. Right, even to the point like shout out to Potty Time where we filming right now.
Shout out to Potty Time, man. Make sure y'all check it out ASAP.
We filming down at Potty Time, man, and it's crazy because we using the A10 Mini and A10 Mini Pro. It's important to say that because it's like 4 different A10s, but that. Remember me, Ahmed, shout out to Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed Lindsay. What's up with you, bro?
Shout out to Magnum Med, man. Me and Med used to be in here on the computer.
The study goat.
Opening up OBS.
Study goat.
Trying to figure out what interface we need just to get a camera to go through a laptop and give us a live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
me and Med, especially Med, him more than me. I was more so like, what can we buy? What can we buy?
He a study goat.
And
I'm
Med
telling
was
you.
like, no, it got to be a way we could figure it out with what we got. Da 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 da. Now we just have a piece of equipment on the desk that just do it all.
Piece.
One little piece, just do everything we was trying to do 6-7 years ago.
Plug and play.
That's crazy.
That is unreal.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it easy.
So what he's trying to say is, and I'm gonna repeat him, y'all do have it very easy. And when we say easy, we mean literally all it will take for you after being able to work the equipment is just having the drive, having the want, and having some people even have the need. See, we had the need in the very beginning.
We had it all. We had the need, the drive, the hustle,
man.
the brokenness.
Pockets was
like,
full of all of those things that he's mentioning right there, man.
Yeah.
Our heart was full of just that love for it. You know what I mean? I fell in love with it. It wasn't always just the love for it. It was the love. I had to fall in love with it.
And that's like, I'm gonna say this, them saying they could pause it if they want to, but that's how I fell in love with you. Right? You my brother.
You ain't never told
you know what I'm saying?
This.
I tell you I love you all the time.
I love you too,
my
man.
brother.
I love you too.
This
man.
how I fell in love with Vern. When we first met.
Wait a minute.
When we first met, I'm gonna tell y'all that story. I'm gonna tell y'all the story when me and Vern first met. Not just seeing each other. We seen each other a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But when we finally first like rocked out together, I forget where we was, but I remember Vern rolled up on me. He was like, yo, I see you all the time, bro. Just want to shout you out. You doing your thing, da 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 da. So I said, well, look, bro. I said, I got this joint I'm building. I need shooters. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come down and rock with me, might have been a gram.
Yeah, I hit you on the
gram. I said, if you want to come rock with me, come rock with me. So this was My New Philly in those days when we was working with My New Philly. And you know, I ain't no business. I didn't know business back then. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I didn't know, HR and how to acquire talent the right way and paperwork and all of that. I just was like, yo, I got to train. Anybody want to get on? We going places.
Very true.
And I had person after person jump on that train and rock out. And we did some amazing things together. But with Vern, the reason I fell in love with Vern is because he loved the craft. Right?
Sure.
And creators can feel that. Right. So when his energy got around me and we was just talking about our own aspirations individually, what the company could possibly be, what type of shows we could create. Because Vern was on really early on with My New Philly. He was probably count on one hand, how early he was on. But I just was like, yo, this dude loved the camera. He got a passion for it. I could rock out with him. We used to sit here and talk for hours.
Bro. This was home.
Like
this was literally. Once I got the invite, you couldn't get rid of me. Bro. Where you at? The still? All right, I'm on my way.
It was this much equipment. Ain't had no.
All the walls was white.
Bro, I started My New Philly with a 5D. That was it.
And that was probably like the godliest camera ever at the time too.
That was it. That was 5D Mark II or Mark III, whichever one. But
I think it was Mark.
That was it. Couple of microphones, a little handheld, and we grew over the years together for all of us working together. And now the studio is about to be potty time. Oh, I already know what's going on with you. You want to do a podcast real bad. Or maybe you was already doing one, but it just proved too challenging with scheduling the videographer, figuring out the lighting, audio, sound, all of that type of stuff. You don't want to learn how to do that. And let's not even get started with distribution platforms. And then you got to find somewhere to shoot it consistently every week. Come on down to Potty Time, your full-service podcasting studio. All you got to do is come, sit down, talk. We gonna handle the rest. Blick the Clinkin' by Mayo for more information. Vern moving on to bigger and better things. About to open his own studio sooner than later.
One day.
Sooner. We gonna speak that into existence.
One day, absolutely. Soon.
You know what I'm saying? CMP Studios.
Indeed.
I can't wait to be at his grand opening.
Absolutely.
Smiling like this. Look at this
Absolutely.
nigga.
Absolutely.
Brother.
I think that's going to be a large transitional time for just us. You know what I'm saying? Us and our partnership. Just our relationship, and also just myself as well, man. Just finally having both hands on something that's mine. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a scary journey to get to the point where I'm here in my place. You get what I'm saying? Something that I put blood, sweat, and tears in, and all that sweat equity into. You know what I'm saying? So I've watched you, man, from the day I met you. I remember when you did invite me down. Man. I used to think this boy was a robot. I used to swear this dude was a robot. I'm like, yo, this dude don't never look like he sleep. You know what I mean? He look like he sleep, but he don't never seem like he sleep because he's always working. You know what I'm saying? He's always allowing his mind to figure some ways out to be able to grow and be better at something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you sharing just some of your ideas on what you wanted the studio to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
This brother, I'm telling, he said, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. I leave, I come back a couple days later or whatever. This nigga already with the hammer just putting something together. I leave, I come back, now we got a whole set. So it was amazing just to see that type of drive and that type of will. You know, that you possess, man, and it was something to be motivated by, man. Everybody, I can say that everybody that's been around you has grown within their business, within themselves. You know what I'm saying? I definitely gotta say shout out to you for that, man, because you really help people develop personally,
Right.
and as business owners and entrepreneurs, man. That's a hell of a take, man.
I appreciate it, man. I really do. And I think one of the things I learned in leadership, man, one of my mentors told me, man, he said, you can't build winners, you got to find them. Right. And for a long time down here, I was like really like pouring my heart into people, trying to build them into their best version of themselves. And over time, I learned that those words from my mentor was right. You know, when you first hear something, you kind of gotta go through it before you grow through it. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, talk about it.
And I was one of them. I thought I was a savior, right? And you know, I'm here to tell y'all, like, it ain't no such thing. Like you can't save somebody that want to be saved. You can't teach somebody that doesn't want to be taught. You know, no matter how much you want to teach someone how to fish, some people just want you to bring it to them.
Indeed.
And I'm in a season of my life now where I ain't bringing nobody no fish.
Talk your shit.
I'm not even really like, I'm training some folks now to run potty time and all of that, but I'm done. It's me time. It's me time. And I'm glad you said it first about, you know, how many successful people have come through the doors that were My New Philly.
Absolutely.
But I say to people all the time, like, that's my contribution, right? I did that for 6 years, right? It's my turn now. It's my turn for me to work on me now and to do the things that I want for my life now, right? So can I have 6 years to do that? Can I pop back up in 2026 and help somebody else?
I'm gonna say this honestly, bro. It's been your turn. You know what I'm saying? I literally watched, you know, from an idea, it happening. People come up off of it. Some people don't. You getting the short end of the stick. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I just watched so many different transitions, man. I always used to look at it
since day one.
I'm like, dog, like you can't be the Kai that you are and not be 10K Kai. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you need to be 10K Kai, but then now you like almost 30K Kai for real now on the gram, on the social platforms, because I just always would see it like, yo, this brother need to, you know what I'm saying, get his just due. It's too much talent, too much looking out for folks. Too much of everything that was all selflessness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing was just about you. It was always about the growth of the team. So,
and that's one of the reasons why I wasn't where the numbers on Instagram probably should have been, was always because, like you said, number one, I was working.
Right.
Like a lot of people, they do one little thing and they gonna post that 98 times 1,000 different ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't that dude. Like, you know, we had some big wins.
I'm about to say.
And I might have posted it and I was done. I was done and I was on to the next John. Where the next John at? And that's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
I'm just such an ambitious, you know, hardworking person that know, you know, my value and my worth. A lot of people would have hung their jersey up by now with some of the accomplishments that I've had.
Yeah.
But that wasn't where those was low rungs on my ladder. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know what my top rung on my ladder is for me personally.
Absolutely.
So I never really, you know, I'm just now getting into I need a following, right? But that's more so for like the filmmaking aspect. So people could be like, well, who's in the movie?
Right.
Oh, well, Kyrie Terrell's in the movie.
Right.
Because they don't care about my accomplishments nowadays. They care like, well, how many followers he got?
Oh, no,
you know what
I'm
saying?
That's the first thing people look at when they
right.
Who are you? Oh, let me see you. Followers.
Yeah.
Okay. They looking at your followers.
That's the main reason why I even jump into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to turn a page real quick and I'm going to say, because I got one off top, but I want you to give new creators, whether they photographers or videographers, or even now DPs, since you got a new notch on your belt and all that. Something you learned Like
man.
I want you to, we can make up a segment.
Yeah.
We gonna call this segment, Don't Bump Your Head. So I want you to get somebody out the way, a new creator, give them some game that will allow them to not bump their head on something that Vernon Ray had some trouble with and overcame.
Man, I would first of all change the name.
Don't bump your head. It's kind of pausish.
No, no, that's that's like praying. But I would change it if I knew what I know now. If I knew what I know now, then type what.
We know what you're trying to say.
Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. We're gonna change it to that. That's what I'm. Nah, but a few things that I've learned in my journey is first and foremost, it pays to be prepared. It pays to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to be out on a job and not have the right tools for the what?
Job.
Exactly. The right tools for the right job is so important. It pays to be prepared. Second, patience. You got to not only be patient with yourself, but you got to also learn how to be patient with your clients. Make sure that you provide them with the right information. That way they know what to expect when you're out there on the job.
That's key.
Them. You don't want to sit back and have them creating all these different expectations. Y'all didn't even have the conversation about exactly what you're really going to give them. So make sure that you provide them with the proper information to be able to be prepared to even receive the work that you're going to be giving them. I think third is
anybody asked for 3, but all right.
Oh, okay.
You know we're gonna be back when we're gonna do more shows.
All right, but the third one is this. It's the third one. Third one is this, man. Just persistence. You know what I'm saying? Being consistent and persistent, man. It's so important that you're all of those things. When you're providing a high quality product, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're consistent with that. You don't want to give them something dope or promote something dope that you know you can't provide over and over and over again. Now, these are solid pieces that you could take with you today and carry with you. I mean, we got so much more information to be able to share with you.
Me and Vern both done some stuff and watched some other people take a little bit of credit and been like, you might can't do that if big homie ain't with you, but
you feel me?
But go on ahead.
Look, we just lean out. Like, all right,
cool.
Great job.
Go ahead, bump your head, baby.
Because they'll run with it.
I'm gonna give them this game because it's a real world joint that just happened down here at Potty Time.
Talk about
right. So we gonna give y'all something different every time. But we was down here setting up, right, and we heard something. My pod tech. Shout out to my pod techs in the back, Brandon and Aaron.
In the back.
We heard some buzzing coming from the one of the microphones, from Vern's microphone, actually.
Yeah.
And I was patient with them at first, like Vern said, have some patience because I wanted to try and have them figure it out, right? Now, one of the things and one of the reasons why you hire somebody that's been in the game as long as Vern or myself have been in the game is because we run into issues time and time again that we've already troubleshot, right? We've already ran through all of the things that it possibly could be, and we learn what things are. So I let them work through their process, but I already know 4, 5, 6, 7 things it could possibly be, right? The only thing I didn't know is what the noise sounded like because I had never put the headphones on. So audio is this thing that's so super duper layered, but people think it's as simple as plugging in a microphone and some headphones and you Gucci. It's not the case. You have a lot of things that can cause interference. We learned that rocking and rolling with the handhelds downtown. You rock and roll with them downtown. City Hall is so many signals going around. You might be talking, you get a buzz, you can get a whole radio wave jumped in sometimes. So we would always prepare, again, like Vern said, by bringing lavaliers with us as well, or even something wire so you could get away from that. But here nor there. So I said, all right, Aaron, let me put the headphones on. Let me see what it was. So he was saying it was a high pitch noise. When I heard it, what I heard was like a buzzing, clicking static. So that automatically told me that it's probably the ground signal. So wires have typically 3 different wires inside of the wire that you're looking at, like an XLR cord. One of those is ground. And it's literally like it's electrical. So that's that buzz, that's electric. So I heard, I knew what I heard from the past situations and figuring those types of things out. So as soon as I heard what the sound was, Aaron said, well, let's change the cord. And I said, no, I don't think it's the cord. And I just moved it away from our power sources and up on
just that simple too.
And it went away, right? And again, it's not me tooting my horn. That's really me saying to someone, try that, number one. Number two, learn when you do fix something.
Talk about it. Let them know.
Learn what was broken so that now your troubleshooting process becomes condensed.
Right.
You're not trying to fix a million different things and
right.
changing battery, changing cords, changing lights, doing all of this. You know what it possibly could be. I can't tell you how many times we've been on sets and people been like, oh, well, what's this? And it's something as simple as change the batteries.
Or turn the camera on.
Or turn the camera on. Or something like that.
Stuff like that.
And I'm going to take it back. I'm not going to say it's simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's process of elimination.
Yeah, and experience as well.
I was about to say, experience develops that process.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So the next time Vern quotes you and he be like, oh no, that's 40 for 40. What you want is that's gonna be 600-700.
You already know.
Right? $1,000. All right, babe.
I like those numbers.
Right? When he quotes you and he says that, remember, you're getting expertise.
Indeed.
You're getting experience.
They really got to understand that part. Like when he say expertise and experience, you really got to understand how important that is. People overlook that all the time.
Right.
They think, like you said, it's just this or it's just that. Most of the time I hear, oh, it's just pictures. Anybody can do it. Then you do it. You know what I mean? And any shooter, if you're watching, any shooter can relate to that. You know what I mean? But do not allow yourself to cheapen yourself just because somebody, that one client feels that way.
Right.
It's okay because all money ain't what? Ain't
good
money.
money. I tell creators all the time, man, if your product is worth it, you're not going to take a discount. People take a discount when they kind of self-conscious about their product, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Let's say that same creator has some Jordan 1s, some fresh Jones, just came out, fresh drop.
The fresh ones.
Right? And somebody come around and they like, let's say they going for 300. Somebody come around and say, man, I give you a bean 50. You're going to look at them like they crazy.
Ain't no question.
Why though? Because you know the value of the Jordan 1s.
You gotta have the word value just pop up or something.
And people forget that person is a person. At the end of the day, someone owns that patent, that brand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't care what we talking about. So if you really want the money and you really want for people not to disrespect you, it's incumbent upon you first to be dope, be on time.
That's important.
Be on time.
Yeah, you might have said
get there early.
Be on time, not
right
time. Because I was late.
Get people their stuff back in a timely manner.
It's another big one.
If you promise somebody their stuff in 72 hours, get it back in 48. Right? That's how you ensure people coming back to you. Because what's going to happen is they're going to take that discount from somebody else.
Yep.
And that somebody else going to give them their stuff in 2-3 weeks. Right? Or maybe not give them their stuff at all. And then guess what they're going to do? They're going to call you back.
Ain't no doubt.
Right? Because we all do it. Just think about how consumers consume. Right? We all do it. We use Crest for your whole life. You go in the store, you might be down on your luck a little bit. You look next to the Crest, you be like, oh, what's this best value toothpaste? This probably cool.
This $2.
This $2. This probably
$2.
Cool. What you go? You go brush your teeth with that? You be like, as soon as I get $5, I'm getting some Crest again.
Yeah. This on nasty. It tastes like cardboard.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be the product that you want people to pay for, number one. But then, like Vern said, man, don't get no discounts. Don't get no shortcomings, man.
Nah, man. And when he say discounts, don't think it is 40 for 40 as the 40 for 40 is a give back. And it's okay to plug that in real quick. Let me plug that in real quick. So 40 shots for $40 is a special, but it's also a give back. Now, give back meaning typically those shoots are $450 to $500, if not more. But what we're doing is we're allowing entrepreneurs and individuals whose businesses thrive using content, we're allowing them to be able to take that shoot that's $450 or more for $40. That is ridiculous. 20 headshots, 24 body shots.
And I'm gonna stop you too, because you
go for it.
Killing your branding when you say that, right?
Go for it.
He not giving y'all no $450 shoot for $40. He letting you get a sample,
just a little taste
of what he can do in a short amount of time, little window. He's putting you on a list with a bunch of other people. When he give you the $450 package, you getting Vernon. You getting him for hours. You getting to switch up and do this and try that and do all of this type of stuff.
True.
You getting a full experience. You're not sharing that experience with other people and all of that type of stuff. So that's his way of allowing people to come in and see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But and I say this all the time, and it's not because he my brother. Vern the best photographer in the city. And I'm gonna tell you why he the best photographer in the city. His versatility, right? And I got photographer friends, and I love y'all too. But I'm gonna tell y'all that
all y'all. It's cool.
what Vern does is he's one of the only photographers, probably the only photographer that I've seen that you can put in any environment, and his photos fire, right? It's photographers out there in their environment or they element or what they do best that's gonna outshoot Vern. I ain't gonna tell you it's not, but he's gonna thrive in most environments where I've seen a lot of people. As soon as you take them out their comfort zone, you like, I don't know if that's it. That ain't it. But Vern, you take him to an event, you take him to a wedding. You go and he do photo walks with kids just with the iPhone. Some of the photos he do is crazy. Drone photography, sky photography, portrait photography, all of that type of stuff. And then headshots is fire. Anything in the studio is fire. He just got so many layers that 40 for 40 experience is just like that's just the tip of the iceberg when you rocking with him. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate hearing.
Let me jump off your soapbox though.
Hey man, you know
what I'm saying?
It's all good, man.
Give you a little flowers.
I truly appreciate hearing those words, man, because you know a lot of times I'll be in with the blinders on, just getting busy, and just having all this experience and time again to go back to the beginning. The reason why I was doing this, you know what I'm saying? This was survival. I had to learn which ways to eat, you know what I'm saying, how to prepare a meal in certain ways, not an actual meal, but how to get busy and be able to feed myself. No matter if I was hanging from a tree, swimming in a whatever, you know what I'm saying, wrestling, whatever. I just made sure that I had to eat. And through those processes, I was able to learn the do's and don'ts in that lane. Right. And I remember when I first got into videography, right? I'm not the best videographer, you know what I'm saying?
That's because I am, but go ahead.
You the man. You the man. You can live in that, baby. But I know for one thing for sure, two things for certain. Once I learned it, I took it serious. You know what I'm saying?
And he nice. Don't get it messed up. He nice.
Appreciate
he ain't tooting his own horn, but he nice.
I'm Mr. Humble. but end of the day, man, it was one thing that I decided to do is learn the right way to do it and also what the wrong ways look like. So that's one important thing we both can say that we become is
you gotta say that again though. You gotta say that one again. Back that up. Say that again.
I forgot.
It's like he said he learned the right way, but he also learned the wrong way.
What the wrong way looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's important.
You gotta know how to proceed under some of the harshest situations, man. And I'm telling you, we've been in some crazy situations where we're sweating, trying to figure it out, and it felt like there was no way to achieve this. Now you got to know what those options are. You know what I mean?
And we know it like the back of our hand now.
Back of our hand.
I remember it's funny. Me and Aaron was just talking about this on the way home yesterday about how I started in the club, and I remember I put him in the club. He was like, "Oh, this ain't for me." But now he cherished it because he see how it was the fire. Yeah. So when you get cushy, it's easier because you started in the fire. Yeah. I remember this is another little gem for people to learn and develop. I remember not knowing the buttons on my camera. Ooh. Right? And I remember I forget what they call, but I would love to shout them out. It was a group in Miami that was doing event videography way back when I started. They was the only people I could find that was doing what I was doing. Yeah. But they stuff was crazy. I'm talking about back then. They was live on Sundays filming all that type of shit. So I'll never forget. I'm in a club. I'm in mezzanine. Shout out to my man Ant.
And shout out to Ant.
I'm in mezzanine and they bring the bottles out. I film it. My whole screen blown. Like, wow, you ain't know you. I ain't know what's going on. So I watch a John from these cats in Miami, and they got the bottles out, and it's pristine. It's clean. It's the light hitting off the models' faces and all this. I'm like, why did you look like?
Why it look so sharp?
Why it look
so
like
well
that?
lit?
I want to know how to do that.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you I studied till I figured it out, and all it was just a little bit of lower shutter speed, a little lower ISO. It was learning to allow the the sparklers to be my light.
Find your light.
Right? It was me learning to allow that to happen instead of me like just being exposed for whatever I'm exposed for.
Yeah.
And now here come the bottles
The young
and it's
boy
a wrap.
days.
Right. But the hard
I
part
see
with
people
that,
doing that nowadays. It's like, bro, just adjust your settings.
right? And to us it's easy.
Yeah.
But this where I'm going. The hard part was back then I didn't know what the buttons was and what they did good.
Aim and shoot.
So in order to like, you know, the bottles come out, the bottles out.
Yeah.
Oh, the bottles out.
Yeah, you struggle.
So I'm in there phone light. Hold on, let the fire keep going.
John sizzled out.
All right, got it.
Yeah, it's already done.
They done.
Already done.
Bro, I remember learning my buttons and learning what I had to do.
Yeah.
And I remember the night where I look over, and that's another thing. Eyes, ears, nose, everything open. Your senses, you gotta pay attention when you rocking and rolling, especially when you get one take. I look, I see Shorty.
Yeah.
She flicking the lighter, trying to hit the sparklers. No sooner than them sparks came out that joint.
It was already lifted. I'm already on it. Bling and blow.
I'm exposed, right? I don't even got to look. Wow. And I'm on it. I remember the night. I remember feeling like the man.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh, you walked out of there like
bro,
this?
I'm workout ball.
Yeah.
So it was a time where I couldn't do a muscle up.
Yeah.
I used to go to the park by myself and practice the muscle up. I had to get it, right? The first time I got it, I'm the only person in this park. I'm out in the white people neighborhood. I'm yelling. Let's go! Yeah! When I tell you in the club, when I
spin on him.
Bro,
he was like,
you lucky I would have in my head.
He knocking down furniture.
I would have looked crazy to the people. I would have looked crazy in there like, let's go. What's wrong with you?
Man.
My buttons, I know how to do my buttons.
Let's go. And it's cool. Like, listen, it's all right to celebrate yourself when you do accomplish those type of things, because everybody has their phases that you go through. You got to mess up to understand where you need to be going next, what you need to focus on.
Facts.
So as a shooter, as you grow, you gotta be willing to fall in order to step up. Right? You got to grow your legs. You got to be able to build that strength up. You know what I mean? You leaning on people all the time. You're never going to get a chance to be able to build those legs up strong enough for you to step and stand on your own. So what Kai experienced is a story flipped maybe around for other people, but everybody goes through it. You know what I mean? We have those moments where we fall first, mess up, and then once you figure it out, you be feeling yourself. I probably would have screamed too. You know what I mean?
And you gotta know that you have to want to fix the problem.
Yeah, indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
People do that in regular life, relationships and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's I'm not gonna turn this to a relationship show, but one of the things that helped me sustain a good relationship now was understanding the changes I made in business and applying them to my life. Right? Not being so rigid, because you'll look at a partnership with somebody and you'll be like, man, that's just your crib. You ain't really worried about that. But your business affects so many people outwardly and openly. At a certain point, you just look dumb.
You just made a great point.
Not fixing stuff, right?
Great point.
So now behind closed doors with me and my fiance, we just fix stuff. Like let's treat this like, what if this was our business? Will we let these things linger and will we just fix stuff and move on? And with your business, you have to care.
Absolutely.
Right? You have to care that when you make that mistake, like Vern said, you fall, you have to really look back and be like, yo, what was that? And you got to tell everybody, hey, yo, let's not leave sandbags right here. I just came in, I had a camera, my hands almost tripped over the joint. Let's put up a sign. No sandbags or nothing right here. Metaphorically speaking, but you gotta broadcast that fix. And you gotta be okay with saying, yo, that was me. I take your accountability.
Accountability.
That was me. But here's how I learned how to fix that so that everybody on the team, don't have that problem again. You feel what I'm saying?
You come back and you run it down. You teach them. You know what I'm saying? Accountability and responsibility is almost one and the same. But you brought up a great point, man, and I want to say this. Somebody once told me that to understand how someone is in their relationship, look at how they run their business. You know what I mean? And that right there it hit me in a way I just was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the ways and habits that people have in their business are the same habits that carry on to their relationship. Right. You know what I mean? To any relationship almost. So I think that was a great point to really bring up. You know, as you grow in your business as a shooter, understand that, you know, people are going to judge you from how you run in your business and as to how you move in certain relationships. So be responsible,
Yeah.
be accountable, and just stand tall in anything that you know you messed up, and
That's a
then
fact.
fix it.
That's a fact. Hey man, before we get out of here, man, we dropped a lot of gems and we gonna keep the shooter show going.
Yeah,
We gonna
yeah.
bring y'all content after content. Unless
Absolutely.
I can't find Vernon Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But we gonna bring some other shooters
I
on
don't
too.
think I'm be on
You know what
tour
I'm
and
saying?
like
We gonna
that
bring some other
this year,
people
so.
on. But you got something to sell, man? Cause that's another part of the shooter show. I just want to make sure y'all understand. Every time y'all watch the shooter show, we gonna sell something. And I'm not talking about sell you on something or an ebook or a class. We might have them one day. Who knows?
We just got
But we talking
equipment.
about equipment.
Equipment we might want to get rid of.
Cause one thing about being a shooter is you gonna keep buying stuff.
Oh my God. You are going to be in love with the craft, but you're going to run out of money quick.
You might
gonna
buy
be addicted.
stuff that's dope, but you don't really use it, right? So
But this is your dope.
I'ma start, but you
Go for
could go after me because I done
for it.
already pulled the jib out.
Yeah.
So this is what they call a pocket jib. I
Back
hope.
up.
Yeah, let me see if we can get it
Before
in a
you
wide shot.
Clock me.
See if we can get it in a wide shot, right? So this is a pocket jib, and what happens with this is you attach the base to a tripod, right? And then you attach your camera here to this piece, right? You got that in right, Aaron? That's in? All right, cool. So you attach those, and then these arms will adjust, and you can, I guess it go that way.
They extend.
Don't break it on camera, Kai. They
still
extend.
gotta buy it, man.
You know what I'm saying? They still gotta buy it. Don't break it on camera, Kai. They extend like such. But then what you doing, I don't know if Ren, you could get me here. You got me. You put that on the base of your camera, and then you get these type of shots. Oh, you up here, you get the jib shot, you get the swinging pups.
I wish y'all could
Right.
see this. This look like
You get the
a
swinging
crutch.
shots.
A black crutch.
It do look like a crutch. But I promise. And then the back arm, extends as well. So this is it's probably that's almost 5.5, maybe 6 feet when you extend the back.
Yeah.
So you can get those good sweeping shots and all of that. And this is the crazy part, right? I don't know about Vern, you know what I'm saying? He might be trying to take a young lady out to dinner or something. So he might charge y'all up for whatever he's selling, right? But I'ma literally be giving this stuff away. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for one, to help a creator. This is like the 40 for 40, right?
He trying to help
I'm
stimulate
trying to
the
help
community.
the creator, right? And I think $40 is a good price for this.
Yeah,
What you
man.
think?
What,
Can I
man?
get 2 dubs?
I'm about to say that thing is like a grip.
Can I get 2 dubs? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, DM me at Kyrie Terrell if you want to buy this pocket jib, right? If you're a new creator and you want to get some of those types of dope shots, if you're a filmmaker, it's a great. This is actually a filmmaking tool more than a videography tool. You're not gonna pull this out in a club or somebody's baby shower.
Nah.
This is a filmmaking tool. So if you're a filmmaker, a DP up and coming, you want to get your equipment game up, $40.
Well, you know what
you
shot
got the-
you're about to take. That's what it's for.
You got
know
the
shot
mini
that you're about
jib.
to
You
take.
know what I'm saying? If you want to look it up before you give me $40, it's called the Mini Jib MJ 906A. I got this a long time ago. I don't even know if they still sell this particular one.
They may not.
But $40, DM me. You can have this, John.
Yeah. So
What you got, Vern?
right now, I don't have anything to sell, but the
You
opportunity
just told me you had.
to, hey, I'm about to tell them what I'm about to sell.
Oh, he's
That's it.
switching it up. Go ahead.
Listen, I got the opportunity to book your 40 shots for $40 special for March coming ASAP. Hopefully this is out before then.
It'll be
But yeah, you're gonna get an opportunity to lock in. We're gonna include a link to the special with this actual post. So make sure y'all look out for that, man. 40 shots, $40, 20 headshots, 24 body shots. It's for all the creators and individuals whose businesses thrive using content. Listen, if you're here for an experience, this is your place, man. And also, man, check out Potty Time, man. It's going on.
There you
Going
go.
down.
There you go. And that's gonna be my last plug before we get
That's
out of
it.
here, man. I'm gonna just talk to y'all about Potty Time, man. I'm gonna go live while we in here. Not live, but I'm gonna just do a little video one time, right? Me and Vern. It's the second
You
show
already know what's up. You see
filmed
what's
at
happening.
Potty Time.
Yeah,
It's me and my guy, Vernon Ray. We
Oh,
doing the
man.
shooter show.
it's going down.
It's gonna be a new one that we gonna be bringing you. We've been supposed to be bringing it to you, but Vern been MIA. You know what I'm saying? Can't find the boy.
Don't listen to him.
He
I
doing
was-
40 40s
I
for
was on
40.
tour, man. I
You know
was
what I'm
on
saying?
tour.
Like he drinking 40s.
Shout out to H&M.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
on
saying?
tour with
He
H&M.
kicking it with E40. You know what I'm
40.
saying? He's somewhere with Kevin Hart, brother, 40.
Hey man,
You know what
it
I'm
was a
saying?
nice time.
It's my man. But no, potty time is in full effect. We got Ren in the back. He getting busy pod teching.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
know
He
what's
doing
going
what he
on.
do. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna be giving y'all the details for our open house very soon. Come on down to potty time, get your podcast done, man. And I did this live on our show, so you might see this twice. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Two
just
different
like
ways,
that,
you know
like
what I'm
he
saying?
said, right?
But yeah, that's the plug, man.
Yeah.
Potty time. We a full
It's up.
service podcasting studio where all you got to do is come, sit down, talk. Right? So all you got to do. We gonna
That's
do
it.
everything else for you.
Speak your piece.
And if you want DM me to get that jib, it's at Kyrie Terrell. It's at Kyrie Terrell. Just DM
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited as well.
man.
It's a good show.
First one.
It's a good show.
For real.
Yes,
In the
indeed.
books, man. Of course, it's gonna get better and better over time.
Oh, you already know. We're gonna have some guests.
I'm excited.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk to some of the local creators.
Yeah.
Some of the even not local creators.
Yeah.
Because I know some folks that's far away. You know some folks that's far away.
Oh, indeed.
So we're gonna bring them in and talk about, their experiences as a shooter, man. It's the shooter show.
Yeah, the shooter show. Y'all heard it. Let's go, man.
We out.
Stay tuned.